students. So we were doing projectile motion. Many numerical problems I have solved on that. और ये जो प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन हमने किया उसमें हमने क्या देखा कि एवरीथिंग वी मेजर्ड हॉरिजॉन्टली मींस रेंज हमने देखा हॉरिजॉन्टल विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ग्राउंड मींस विद हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस ऑल द कैलकुलेशंस वे डन. मतलब कि मैक्सिमम हाइट जो निकाला वो हॉरिजॉन्टल के रिस्पेक्ट में निकाला, रेंज निकाला हॉरिजॉन्टल के रिस्पेक्ट में निकाला. अब ये प्रोजेक्टाइल अगर इंक्लाइन प्लेन पर है तो ये जो टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, मैक्सिमम हाइट, रेंज इंक्लाइन प्लेन पर किस तरह से निकालते हैं, क्या क्या चेंजेस होते हैं वो हम देखना चाहते हैं. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए हम लेंगे प्रोजेक्टाइल ऑन इंक्लाइन प्लेन. सो प्रोजेक्शन on inclined plane. अब हम प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं वो इंक्लाइन प्लेन पर, ये सभी पैरामीटर्स किस तरह से आएंगे वो अपने को देखना है. तो सपोज दिस इज ग्राउंड लेवल, राइट, और इस पर एक इंक्लाइन प्लेन है विच इज मेकिंग एन एंगल ऑफ suppose it is beta is constant on this inclined plane. एक प्रोजेक्टाइल इस डायरेक्शन में जाता है with velocity u and making an angle of theta with the plane. अब इसके ऊपर ये प्रोजेक्टाइल it will be going like this, right? So it will be hitting this inclined surface somewhere here. So I have to find maximum height traveled by the projectile with respect to this incline, range, यहां से यहां तक आने के लिए टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, ये सभी चीजें जो हम हॉरिजॉन्टल प्रोजेक्टाइल के लिए निकालते थे उसी तरह से हमें इंक्लाइन प्रोजेक्टाइल के लिए निकालेंगे. अच्छी बात. सपोज अब इसमें क्या खास बात होती है वो समझने की जरूरत है. उसमें और इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है. अगर आप हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन से देखेंगे तो जी वैसे ही लग रहा है, राइट, लेकिन इसमें हम क्या करेंगे, थोड़ा सा मॉडिफिकेशन करेंगे. मॉडिफिकेशन कैसा कि भाई हम ये मान के चलेंगे, अभी हमने क्या माना कि भाई दिस इज द एक्सिस एंड परपेंडिकुलर टू दिस is y axis, इसको हमने x axis माना. In that case gravitational acceleration is downward. लेकिन अब इसमें हम थोड़ा सा चेंज कर देंगे कि कैलकुलेशन इजी करने के लिए हम एक्सिस को चेंज कर सकते हैं. जैसा हमने पहले ही बताया है कि एक्सिस कैन बी शिफ्टेड एनीवेयर and with respect to that all the calculations will be done, but ultimately the result is not going to be affected. Only by changing the axis calculation will become easy, but result will not change. Fundamentally जो physics उसके पीछे that is not going to change. अब इसमें हम क्या करने वाले हैं कि हमने पहला ऐसे और इसके ऊपर परपेंडिकुलर था, अभी हम क्या करेंगे, एक्सिस को हम रोटेट कर देंगे by एंगल बीटा. तो पहले ये एक्स था, अभी हम क्या बोलेंगे कि दिस इज एक्स एक्सिस, दिस इज एक्स एक्सिस. अब इसको एक्स एक्सिस बोल दिया तो उसके परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में हमारा वाई एक्सिस हो जाएगा. दिस इज वाई एक्सिस. आप समझ रहे हैं हमने क्या किया, पहले एक्सिस ऐसा था, ये एक्सिस, ये वाई एक्सिस, हमने क्या किया, इसी एक्सिस को ऐसा करके, पहले ऐसा था इसको टर्न कर दिया ऐसा, पहले ऐसा था अभी इसको टर्न कर दिया ऐसा, ऐसा एक्सिस था इसको टर्न करके ऐसा कर दिया. मींस axis has been rotated by angle beta. It is not going to affect all these final conclusion. It is not going to be affected. Physics will remain same. So हम ये axis को चेंज करके हम बाकी कैलकुलेशन करेंगे. तो देखते हैं इसमें रेंज कैसे आता है, टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट कैसे आता है, मैक्सिमम हाइट कैसे आता है, ऑल दोस फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज वी विल कैलकुलेट फॉर द इंक्लाइंड प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन, राइट? प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन ऑन द इंक्लाइंड प्लेन, ऑल दोस पैरामीटर्स विल बी लुक्ड एट। अब देखिए u वेलोसिटी से हमने प्रोजेक्ट किया विच इज मेकिंग एन एंगल थीटा विथ दिस एक्स एक्सिस along द इंक्लाइन। तो हम इसको इस डायरेक्शन में जो वेलोसिटी आएगी को क्या बोलेंगे हम, ux बोलेंगे, बिकॉज आई हैव चोजन दिस डायरेक्शन एज एक्स एक्सिस। सिमिलरली इस डायरेक्शन में जो वेलोसिटी आएगी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, उसको हम uy बोलेंगे, ठीक है ना? सो हर कैलकुलेशन हम ये दो एक्सिस मान करके चलेंगे। अब देखिए यहां से परपेंडिकुलर हाइट जो आएगा, मैक्सिमम हाइट, राइट, that will be called h max। यहां पर ये हाइट जो आएगा that will be called h max, राइट? तो हम ये देखेंगे भाई इस डायरेक्शन में ux क्या है। उसके पहले अब हम देखते हैं ग्रेविटेशन एक्सेलरेशन। ग्रेविटेशन एक्सेलरेशन ऑलवेज एक्टिंग टुवर्ड्स ग्राउंड। तो हम देखिए अब इस जगह पर पहुंचा, कहीं इस जगह पर ग्रेविटेशनल एक्सेलरेशन विल बी डाउनवर्ड, इस जगह पर है ग्रेविटेशनल एक्सेलरेशन इज डाउनवर्ड। सो हम इसके पैरेलल एक ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं यहां पर। सपोज ग्रेविटेशनल एक्सेलरेशन जी इज एक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड, लेकिन अगर हमने ये एक्स सिलेक्ट किया है तो यू विल सी दिस कंपोनेंट ऑफ दिस ग्रेविटेशनल एक्सेलरेशन along x एक्सिस एंड along y एक्सिस। y एक्सिस ये सिलेक्ट किया ना हमने, x एक्सिस ये, तो इन दोनों के along जो एक्सिस ग्रेविटेशनल एक्सेलरेशन आता है उसको हम फाइंड आउट करेंगे और उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम सभी कैलकुलेशंस करेंगे। सो कंपोनेंट ऑफ दिस along this and along this। सो देखिए इस डायरेक्शन में और इस डायरेक्शन में अपने को g का कंपोनेंट निकालना है, मींस रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ g इन दिस टू डायरेक्शन। g is a vector quantity, gravitational acceleration, it is resolved in two different directions। so कैसे होगा, this is beta, this is 90 degree, so this is 90 minus beta means this angle will be beta, clear? So this is g cos beta in this direction and g sin beta in this direction। so acceleration clear हो गया, इस डायरेक्शन में g cos theta, अब g नहीं लगेगा, अगर एक्सिस हमने चेंज कर दी है तो इस डायरेक्शन में g cos थीटा और इस डायरेक्शन में g sin, इस डायरेक्शन में g cos बीटा और इस डायरेक्शन में g sin बीटा, ये दो एक्सेलरेशन लगेंगे। अब g रहा नहीं, वी हैव रिजॉल्व दीज टू इन टू डायरेक्शंस। अब g को हमने रिजॉल्व कर दिया तो g इज नो मोर, g cos बीटा एंड g sin बीटा, दो एक्सेलरेशंस आ गए। अब इट इज ux एंड uy। अब हम x एंड y में क्या क्या वैल्यूज आ रहे हैं, राइट? अकॉर्डिंगली वी विल लुक एट इट एंड वी विल फाइंड द वैल्यूज ऑफ डिफरेंट फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज। नाउ अभी x एक्सिस के डायरेक्शन में देखेंगे क्या हो रहा है, along x एक्सिस एंड along y एक्सिस। अब along x एक्सिस एंड y एक्सिस में डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स इसमें देख लेते हैं क्या है। अब x डायरेक्शन में ux क्या हो जाएगा, ux हो जाएगा u cos थीटा, u cos थीटा, एंड x के डायरेक्शन में एक्सेलरेशन क्या हो जाएगा, दैट इज ax। s का डायरेक्शन ये है, दिस इज पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन, दिस डायरेक्शन इज पॉजिटिव, नेचुरली दिस डायरेक्शन विल बी नेगेटिव। सो g हमारा g sin बीटा, इट इज इन नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन, so we will say minus g sin बीटा, ax along x axis, ये नेगेटिव इसका, तो भाई तो इस डायरेक्शन में देगा। सो ux u cos थीटा ax इज इक्वल टू माइनस साइन बीटा। इसी तरह से uy ले लेते हैं हम, तो uy क्या हो जाएगा, u sin थीटा, u sin थीटा इन पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन, दिस डायरेक्शन इज पॉजिटिव, सो दिस डायरेक्शन विल बी नेगेटिव। सो एंड ay क्या हो जाएगा, इस डायरेक्शन में है माइनस जी cos बीटा। दो चीजें मालूम हो गई अपने को कि along this axis acceleration is this माइनस जी साइन बीटा और along this एक्सेलरेशन माइनस जी कॉस बीटा। अब इसके बाद हम कैलकुलेशंस चालू करेंगे। नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we will find time of flight from O to Q. How much time does it take? So rest of the things are clear. So you'll find time of flight, that is denoted by capital T. So let's see O to Q. When the projectile falls at Q, then what is the displacement of the projectile along y-axis? Y-axis के along displacement क्या होगा? Because any point on x-axis, any position on x-axis, y coordinate will be 0. It means when it falls at Q, displacement along y-axis is 0. So हम ये equation use करेंगे y is equal to ut plus half at square. Right? The equation of motion. Acceleration is constant because here in this direction as well as in this direction, the g is resolved. Right? So in both the directions, g is constant. g downward है. अब इसको हमने this angle is beta because this is beta, this is 90, this angle is 90 minus beta, so this will be beta. इसको resolve करें तो g cos theta इधर, cos beta इधर and g sin beta इधर. So g is constant, this beta angle is constant, inclination, right? So complete g cos beta is constant, g sin beta is constant, resolved part of g. In that case, this equation we can use because acceleration is constant. Abhi, when it falls at Q, so time taken by the projectile from O to Q is the time of flight. When it falls over here, right, in that case displacement along y-axis is 0. तो हम ये y को क्या बोलेंगे एंड यहाँ पर सफिक्स यूज कर देंगे क्योंकि हम y डायरेक्शन में कर रहे हैं, therefore 0 डिस्प्लेसमेंट 0 है, uy is u sin theta, right? अब ये टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट t लेंगे क्योंकि फ्रॉम O to Q it takes time capital T plus half what is A perpendicular direction, that is minus g cos beta minus g cos beta into t square. And from this what do we observe? That is you can transfer this on this side or 0 is equal to t, you can take common, so u sin theta minus g cos beta upon 2 capital T. So we are getting two values of g because product of two values of capital T. T into this means t is 0 or whole quantity is 0. T is 0 means starting point, right? So we are not concerned with that. Time of flight is 0 because t is equal to 0 and this is equal to 0. T is equal to 0 implies at the initial position. From here it starts moving. So we are not concerned with that. So we will take this is equal to 0. Therefore, u sin theta minus g cos beta upon 2t is equal to 0. Therefore, t is equal to 2u sin theta upon g cos beta. This we got the time of flight. One more thing I will tell you. If you have seen my previous video, if you remember, that in case of when surface was horizontal and we had taken the projectile, at that time of flight was 2u sin theta by g, right? 2u sin theta by g, where theta was the angle of projection with the horizontal, with x-axis. Here angle of projection with x-axis is theta, means case is similar. So we can write over here that is 2v perpendicular upon g perpendicular, because g perpendicular is g cos beta. In that case only g was there because at that time g was downward, right? Here downward means perpendicular to x-axis. This was the x-axis. Here perpendicular to x-axis is g cos beta, that is there. So this is the time of flight. And second we will find maximum height. maximum height h max. Now we will find the maximum height. Means projectile reaches to the maximum height during the time of half of the time of flight. Means t is equal to how much? Half of this, that is u sine theta upon g cos beta. Means during this time it will attain the maximum height. So we can use the same formula over here, right? So y is equal to uyt plus half ayt square. At this moment, whatever is the value of y, that will be the h max. So we will write h max is equal to uy is this. So u sine theta into t is this one, that is u sine theta upon g cos beta plus half into a is minus g cos beta, that is minus g cos beta into u sine theta upon g cos beta whole square. Further simplification, this will be u square sine square theta upon g cos beta minus half, it is g cos beta into u square sine square theta upon g square cos square beta. So 1g will go, 1 cos theta will go, we will get u square sine square theta upon g cos beta minus u square sine square theta upon 2g cos beta. If you find the difference, that is u square sine square theta upon 2g cos beta. This is the maximum height. If you remember, in the maximum height case, when the surface was horizontal, it was u square sine square theta upon 2g. So in the same fashion we can write this is equal to u perpendicular, right? It is u perpendicular square upon 2g perpendicular. So this is the formula for h max. So we will go for the range from O to Q. The distance is called the range. So during the time t, that is during time of flight, you see time of flight is 2u sin theta upon g cos beta. H maximum we find u square sin square theta upon 2g cos beta. Range of flight. So you will find range of flight, that is capital R. This R is along x-axis. So here also along x-axis, because acceleration is not equal to 0. Along x-axis acceleration is minus g sin beta. So we use the equation of motion, x is equal to ut plus half at square. Here t will be equal to the time of flight, because we are finding total range, means when it reaches at q, the time taken is by capital T. So we will write x will become range, it will be ux. In fact, for range it is capital T plus half ax capital T square, right? In place of x we have taken range and ux, ax, and for t it will be capital T. Now we'll put the values. Therefore R is equal to ux is u cos theta. So u cos theta into what is t? That is 2u sin theta. 2u sin theta upon g cos beta plus 1 by 2. Ax is minus g sin beta. So minus g sin beta into capital T square, that is 2u sin theta upon g cos beta whole square. This equation is clear. Now we will simplify this. Therefore, R is equal to, if you look at this, it is 2u square sin theta cos theta upon g cos beta, isn't it? Here minus g by 2 sin beta into 4u square sin square theta upon g square cos square beta. Wherever cancellation is there, we will do 1g will go with this, 2 times it will go. So further we will write R is equal to, this is u square sin 2 theta. So 2u square sin theta cos theta upon g cos beta. Here it is minus 2u square sin square theta sin beta upon g cos square beta. From these two we can take something common, that is 2u square sin theta we can take common. 2u square sin theta we can take common from denominator. G cos beta we can take common. We will get 2 square sin theta g cos beta. We will get cos theta minus, here it is sin theta sin beta upon cos beta we will get. Right? So this can further be simplified, that is 2u square sin theta upon g cos beta. Here it is cos theta cos beta minus sin theta sin beta upon cos beta. And cos theta cos beta minus sin theta sin beta is equal to cos theta plus beta. It is trigonometric of compound angle, that is 2u square sin theta, and this is sin theta plus beta upon g cos square beta range. The range is this. We will make correction over it is not sin theta, it is cos. R is equal to 2u square sin theta cos theta plus beta upon g cos square beta. This is three formulae we will be using to solve the numerical problems. Now we will solve one numerical problem related to projection along inclined plane. So this is the question. This is the inclined plane, right? We have assumed this is x-axis and perpendicular to this is y-axis. So this is the inclined plane. This is inclined plane, right? This plane is making 37 degree with the horizontal, and one projectile is projected making angle 30 degree with the incline. Then we have to find time of flight, maximum height and range along this incline. So we can go by fundamental method also, or we can use the formula given over there. So this is the formula, we can use this also, or by fundamental method we can do. So along this, that is ux is equal to u cos 30 degree. Along this is uy, that is equal to u sin 30 degree. So by fundamental method if you are going, then you see this is the inclined and this is x-axis, this is y-axis. तो हमको इस पर कोई भी पॉइंट है उसका y कोऑर्डिनेट 0 है. Suppose it is O and this is Q. So OQ इस एक्सिस पर कोई भी पॉइंट है, starts from O and falls at Q, so displacement along y-axis is 0. So we can go. So time of flight, that is t. So y is equal to ut plus half at square. So since it is y direction, the suffix y is used. So when the displacement along y-axis is 0, then how much time will it take, that we have to find. So here displacement is 0. Initial velocity along y-axis is u sine 30. U sine 30 is, we can write over the u sine 30 degree into t plus half. G is ay is equal to minus c. This is g. Along this, g sine 37 degree, the g cos 37 degree. So you will write minus g cos 37 degree into t square. So from this we can find t. So here sine 30 is 1 by 2. So it will be 1 upon 2 t minus g. Suppose we are taking 10 by 2, and cos 37 is c. Cos 37. So this is 37 degree, then it is 4, it is 5. That is 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 t square. 2, 5, 10. So that is equal to u by 2 into t minus 4t square, that is equal to 0. Therefore 0 is equal to, t will be taken common, so u by 2 minus 4t. Therefore t is equal to 0, or u by 2 minus 4t, that is equal to 0. Therefore t is equal to u upon 8, and u is equal to 20 by 8, so 2.5 seconds. What does it signify? See, t is equal to 0 when displacement is 0, means this is the position, and t is equal to 2.5 and displacement is 0, this is the position. Here t is equal to 2.5 seconds. Therefore time of flight is equal to 2.5 seconds. This is the answer, and we can check it using the formula also. So time of flight is 2u sine theta upon g cos beta, that is equal to 2 into 20 into sine 30 degree upon 10 into cos beta is 4 by 5. We can find the answer. So 10 2 times, and 2 2s are 4, this will go, that is 5, sine 30 is 1 by 2, that is 2.5 seconds. So by using the formula we are getting, in short we could do, and this is the fundamental method we have followed. Maximum height, h max, and that too I will go by fundamental method. So at maximum height, velocity will be along x-axis, right? That is vx, and in this direction vy, that will be equal to 0. At maximum height, this is the condition. Along y-axis velocity is 0, along x-axis that is vx. So we will find that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. That is, this formula we can use. So velocity when it is at maximum height, that is 0 along y-axis, and along y-axis initial velocity is u sine 30, so u sine 30 degree whole square plus 2a, that is 2 into a is g cos 37, that is negative, that is g cos 37 degree, and that is h max. So we'll put the values now. Therefore 0 is equal to, what is u? U is 20. So 20 into 1 upon 2, right, square, minus 2 into 10 into cos 37 is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 into h max. So 10 times, therefore 0 is equal to 10 square is 100 minus, that is 16 into h max. Therefore h max is equal to 100 by 16, that is 25 by 4, 12.5, that is 12.5 meter. Therefore h max is equal to 12.5 meter. That we have found. Maximum height attained, that is h max. And third is range. So we will use the formula for the range directly. So range is equal to, that is 2u square sin theta cos theta plus beta upon g cos square beta. 2 into u square, that is 20 square, that is 400 into sin theta is 30 degree, theta is 30 degree, sin theta is half, cos of 30 degree plus 37 degree divided by 10 into cos square beta, that is 4 by 5 whole square. If you simplify this, 2 and 2 will go, and 10 40 times, that is 40 cos 67 degree upon 16 here into 25, right? So we can get 4 times 2 5 times, that is 125 cos 67 degree by 2, that is 6 2.5 cos 67 degree. So range is equal to 62.5 cos 67 degree. Therefore range is equal to 62.5 cos 67 degree. So we can get the value of cos 67 from the table, and if you multiply with this you will get the range. This way, idea of how to solve the numerical problem I told you, and that too on the inclined plane. So I hope it is clear. So we will solve some more problems later, and till then wish you all the best.